Hey everybody, Johnny Guns Investigates. How you guys doing today? Saturday, December 30th. Hope you guys are having a great holiday. And here we go. Tomorrow, New Year's Eve. Can't believe it. 2024 coming up, guys. Unbelievable how time flies. So everybody just make sure you're safe out there. No drinking and driving tomorrow night. Everybody be safe. So tonight, I'm bringing a story to you guys from Wisconsin. And, we have to take this story seriously, guys, okay? So, again, grab yourself a nice cup of coffee, some type of drink you like. Sit down and let's relax with Johnny Guns Investigates tonight. Hit the like, subscribe, and let's chat tonight about this story, guys, because this is one we have to really be careful about because mental illness is a big thing today. It's something that has been ignored for a long time in a lot of homes, families, and has hurt a lot of people. Today, it's being more looked into to help some people. But on this story, we're going to watch a footage of a body cam video of a 21-year-old girl who claims a mental illness, that she was seeing shadow figures and having really bad dreams while she's awake. So I want you guys to figure out, is she using this mental illness as an excuse? Or is she using this mental illness as a true factor, Because in this story, you'll see she just had a baby with her boyfriend. The baby's 6 months old. Family members are claiming now that she started to have a postpartum depression after the baby and showing signs of some mental illnesses. So it's something not to put under the drug. It's something that when you see the signs, it's always good to go ahead and see if you can help that person out because it's pretty strong here. And a woman, 21, claimed she was having a dream when she stabbed her ex-boyfriend. At the time when she stabbed him, was an ex-boyfriend 19 times. A Wisconsin woman with a history of abuse claimed was having a dream when she stabbed her sleeping ex-boyfriend 19 times last month. Morgan Lund, 21, pleaded not guilty February 18th on the slashings, February 18th, by reason of mental disease or defect on Monday. So the police arrived at their apartment where we have Morgan Lund, the ex-boyfriend now that was living there, still sleeping on the couch, their baby, and the brother, who spent a lot of time there to help watch the baby and I guess helping the sister because there definitely was some problems going on in this relationship. So the police arrived at the couple's Oshkosh home, an apartment, just before 8 a.m. to find a crying Lund, the female, 21 years old, covered in blood, man, covered head to toe in blood. Brutal crime scene. And she was applying pressure to the wounds of her ex-boyfriend when the cops did arrive and walk into the home. She was actually trying to save and resuscitate her bleeding, wounded, stabbed 19 times by a scissor ex-boyfriend. So Lund told the cops she thought she saw something when she attacked her ex-boyfriend. So what she did, she was sleeping with the baby. She claims that she was having dreams and seeing things in her head and having these figures in her head. And then she wakes up at about 6:30 a.m., took the baby into the living room where they have a big playpen, which you'll see on the video, and the couch where her ex-boyfriend sleeps, okay? And that's where she went and woke up after having these bad dreams and seeing these figures in her sleep at 6:30 a.m. while he's sleeping on the couch. And then the child in the playpen so the child can play. And she mumbled a memory of something that might have been a dream or an imagination, but she thought the victim was yelling at her, at the daughter, and caught documents state that Lund told the cops then she saw a dark, non human figure laying over her ex boyfriend on the couch. Again, guys, Johnny Guns Investigates. Hit the like, subscribe. Let's talk about this. This could be serious on the mental illness. Is this something that she's just trying to get away with here because she was having some problems with her ex-boyfriend? Major fighting going on. No physical hitting or things like that, but a lot of yelling, a lot of fighting, a lot of threatening, breaking up, and a lot of stress. And this is the coming out of the brother's mouth, which you'll see on the video when the cops get there, because he's just bleeding, man. He's sitting out there spitting stuff like that. He's on the Oprah Winfrey show. He's just spitting stuff out. And the girl's in the living room telling the cops everything to what happened, not even holding back on anything. And then you're going to hear the pleading for his life and help as he's bleeding to death on the couch, the ex-boyfriend who got stabbed 19 times with a scissor by this 21-year-old who claims that she's been seeing shadow figures, and she saw a big blob of a black figure over her ex-boyfriend on the couch. And that's why she started stabbing it to protect him. So she allegedly grabbed a pair of scissors and began trying to kill the figure, but was in reality attacking her ex-boyfriend. The victim told cops he woke up to Lund attacking him and was able to fight her off a little bit. And there was fighting going on because in the crime scene, you can actually see the blood splatter. That is a mess. It's everywhere. It's on the playpen. It's on the couch. It's over on another section of the living room into the little part of the dining room area. So there's a lot of stuff going on with him trying to fight back. He was trying to fight her off as much as we all would. She's stabbing him as he's sleeping. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. So then Lund stated that she did not know what was happening. She claimed she had a dream, according to the complaint. She asked if you can get him a towel, and she then said something about, I don't want to lose custody. She didn't want to lose custody of the kid. This is what she's spurting out as the ex-boyfriend's asking for a towel to help put on the wounds. She's telling him, I don't want to lose custody of my kid. This is what I'm saying, guys. We have to talk about this one because mental illness is a major thing today in the world. Now, is she trying to use this to say that that's why she did what she did? And she also, this is going to really knock your boots off, guys. She also works in a mental health facility. She works with mental health people every day. That's her job. Her dad also then states that that was kind of a mistake to get that job there for her because at that time they were noticing a little bit of problems with her. And that might have pushed her over the edge. I mean, I'm sure she had some major mental illness. Maybe she was seeing some shadow figures and some things in some type of state of mind that she might have been in. So then the man believed he was going to die. 19 stab wounds across his back, shoulders, chest, face, hands, according to the filing of what the police saw at the actual scene. The stabbing was not the first time Lund was violent with him. Throughout their 3-year relationship, he claimed that, stated that throughout their relationship, Morgan was very abusive, hitting him on several different occasions. He reported that they constantly fight and argue. And that's all noted on the paperwork. He stated that they argue on a daily basis. And that's what was happening that whole night, according to the brother who was there watching the baby in another bedroom, that they were fighting that whole night, the night that the stabbing did go on. A psychiatric evaluation was ordered for Lund, held on a $250,000 bond, charged of attempted first-degree international homicide. And now the coroner will be set for April 13th. So, again, any way you look at this, okay, I don't care if you're having a bad dream. We all have bad dreams. We don't wake up and start stabbing our spouse, ex-spouse, our pet, whatever. You got to have mental control of yourself. She stabbed him 19 times with a pair of scissors. He did ask for a towel to stop, to let me help get the bleeding stopped. She then told him, I want custody of my child. I don't want to lose custody of my kid. So was she under some type of a mental illness? Did she really see the shadow figures in her dream? Having the nightmare woke her up. She walks into the living room where the baby's big playpen is, which everybody's going to see that on the video because this is all on body cam. Okay, guys. And then there, her ex-boyfriend was laying on the couch. And she said she saw a blob-type black figure over him. And she was stabbing Matt, protecting him because she thought something was attacking him. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to watch this video, guys, and then we're going to chat about it. So let's go ahead, hit the like, subscribe. Johnny Guns Investigates, Saturday, December 30th, guys. We're getting close to the ball dropping for 2024. It's exciting. I can't believe it. 2024. My God. Unbelievable. Time just flies like the wind. So let's go ahead and let's watch this video, guys, and then we'll go ahead and then we'll talk about it and let me know what you guys think. Watch this girl. Do you believe her? Or is she just pulling the fast one? Law and crime coming to us, guys.
I thought I saw something that wasn't happening.
Body cam video shows the aftermath of a bloody crime scene at the home of a Wisconsin woman who's now in prison for stabbing her ex-boyfriend more than a dozen times with a pair of scissors. 22-year-old Morgan Lund was sentenced in November for stabbing her ex and the father of her child 19 times while he was sleeping on the couch back in February. In body cam footage obtained by Law and Crime, officers arrived to the scene to find the victim lying on the couch begging for help as Morgan stands near him covered in blood.
Right, is it just the three of you? Okay.
She's applying pressure to the wounds right there.
The officer then pulls Morgan to the side to get more information from her as the victim continues pleading for help.
Have you got shoes or something you can...
Oh, they're downstairs.
Okay. They're coming.
We go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
That's the guy in the background. We gotta go. We gotta go. That's the guy who got stabbed, her ex.
Is this your stuff?
Yeah.
Do you have an ID in here?
No, it's in the car.
Morgan?
Ethan, no, come on. I did, he
No
did.
way. Oh my God.
What is your name?
Morgan Lund, L-U-N-D.
It's unclear when, but during this time, emergency crews seemingly tend to Morgan's ex-boyfriend's injuries. Portions of the audio were redacted from the video, but Morgan can be seen visibly distraught while begging the officer to let her speak with her father.
Morgan, can you tell me a little bit more about...
No.
No? And why is that? Do you feel...
No.
Why are you saying no? I don't understand what you're reacting to right now. Are you just scared about the situation, or do you not want to talk to me?
I want my dad. I want my dad to come here.
Okay. I understand that, but you're an adult, so I need you to make your own decision about whether or not you're going to talk to me, okay? What?
What do I need to tell you?
The questions that I was asking, what kinds...
She then explains to the officer she thought she saw a mysterious figure when she attacked her ex-boyfriend while he slept.
I was sleeping, and then I don't know. I was like half awake. I bring her out here every morning from TV for her.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I've seen the same thing before. But I've
You've
never
seen
done
the same
anything
thing?
like that.
You have seen the same thing before. Okay. Have you ever had any kind of medical treatment for anything like that? Have you seen a doctor, a psychologist,
No,
counselor, anything
I
like
didn't
that?
too embarrassed to talk to anybody.
Okay.
Back then, I didn't get much sleep last night. I don't know why.
Okay.
And then I finally fell asleep.
And you what?
I finally fell asleep and I was seeing all these weird things. Oh no, there's blood all over me.
But you don't remember coming back out, but you do remember seeing something.
It was like in my head though. It wasn't real.
I don't know what to think here.
And that's when I was like, what is going on? I didn't know what was happening.
Can you describe for me what you saw?
It was like, I don't know, it was like something black.
Did you get the scissors already?
Something black blob over her ex-boyfriend.
I felt like,
I don't know what to believe.
I don't know what. But it was like, then I was like, is he attacking the thing that I saw? I don't know, I was all confused. Like I thought I saw something that wasn't happening.
Shortly after, another officer takes photos of Morgan, whose hands, clothes, legs, and feet appear to be covered in blood. Then the officer continues his questioning, where Morgan explains she had been suffering from hallucinations and experiencing mental health issues, adding she had an out-of-body experience during the incident.
You usually
An out-of-body
see the same
experience.
thing?
And I feel like somebody else. It feels like it's not even me.
If you had to physically describe what you were seeing, like big or small, black or white.
What you should be saying is I want my attorney.
It was like a blob.
Like a blob.
Like a black blob.
Black
A blob, but
blob.
like a figure.
Okay.
I don't know. I have something wrong.
So you see a dark figure, but it doesn't look like a person. Am I understanding that right? It's just sort of the shape.
And I could hear him. Yeah.
Who?
And then I came out and I saw something like over him. So I don't know like what was like real and what's not real.
Okay.
I don't know if I was dreaming.
But the other experiences that you've had have been when you were awake?
Yeah, we're like half awake.
Okay. Right before you went to bed or right after you woke up?
Both.
Both. But it's
No, I would
usually
never do that. I would never
right.
do that.
God, what do we believe on this?
But it's usually that same sort of dark figure that you see?
Yeah, but it's something in my head. It's not like I don't know how to explain it.
But when you see it, your heart beats really fast and you feel afraid.
And I just feel like something's taking over me. Like I don't know. And now it's like everything's normal.
And that happens every time.
What is going on? The Mental Health Institute. And I feel like ever since I started working there, like, because I talk to the patients a lot, and I feel like it's just like getting in my head. And I've talked to people at work about it without like saying anything. Like I've been like, do people ever get affected by this? And like, have you ever seen anybody that works here be affected by it? And they like all of them have said that, yeah, like they've seen people be affected by it, or like, I don't know, and I just feel like something just changed in me since then.
As Morgan continues to speak with police, another officer arrives on scene to speak with Morgan's brother, Ethan, who was staying the night at the couple's home on the night of the stabbing and called 911. Ethan, while holding Morgan's crying child, tells the officer he was sleeping when he heard Morgan and her ex in what he thought was another verbal argument.
I thought they were just fighting like normal.
See, he's giving it up.
Loud. What the hell?
Was he screaming back at her?
It was kind of like a, off me, help. I just got my.
And that was him saying that?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
And open the door. They're on top of each other.
What do you mean so they both were on top of each other?
He was like on top of her trying to take the knife out of her hand or something. I don't know.
Okay. So, how was she positioned? Like, when you say when he was on top of her, was he like straddling her?
Yeah, he like had her wrist down.
And then holding her wrist, like straddling her like that? Okay.
And then.
Was he bleeding already at that time?
Yeah.
Where was he bleeding? Where'd you see?
His arm and stuff, and then I had seen the couch. Help. Go over there. I don't even know. That was like when it was ending.
Okay. Was she saying anything at this time?
She's just freaking out. I don't know. She's saying she doesn't know what happened. That she was seeing stuff, having a dream or something, and then realized it was real.
Okay. Does she suffer from mental health?
I think since she's had a kid, because
That's their kid?
Yeah, and then I just went out there, ran out, called the cops.
Ethan goes on to tell the officer a similar story to Morgan's. She thought she saw something in her head, but Ethan also revealed to police that Morgan and her then boyfriend were experiencing a lot of relationship issues and that fighting between the two wasn't uncommon.
Did she plan to do this?
It might have been a dream. Go
Did
back
she
to that.
plan to do this?
She was kind of saying like she was, something like as I'm calling you guys, that she was like, dreaming or something, and then like seeing something in her head. I don't really know.
And you...
Aaron, is this his bedroom?
That's where he stays. He doesn't live here, but he stays here. Yes. And you said that she might have some mental health issues since she's had a kid. Explain to that. Have you seen a change in behavior?
I think just a bit of maybe postpartum depression, maybe, or. Just,
but you've seen a change in change in personality.
Maybe not a change in personality, but
sit there.
She.
You're not getting me into those, are you? Okay.
They got a lot of relationship problems.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So this fighting minus the actual injuries is not uncommon.
No.
So they argue a lot.
Yes.
Are they physical a lot? No, just verbal arguments a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ethan says he never saw the actual stabbing, only the aftermath. The officer later puts a pause on questioning Ethan so he can tend to Morgan and the victim's child, who continue to cry. Then the officer briefly observed the scene, noting just how bloody it was.
You got all this splatter? It's on the kid toy over here, too.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a frantic Morgan continues speaking with police who inform her she's under arrest and they have to take her to the police station.
I just can't even process it.
Minutes later, she tearfully pleads with officers, asking what will happen next.
You know what's gonna happen.
We don't
Start
actually.
telling me.
Genuinely
Like,
do not.
what's most likely in this?
We don't ever know.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Like
we've been lying
seen
to give you.
before.
And it's honestly-
My dad worked for a prison for so long, and I worked at the mental health institute. I've seen like things like this, and I just want to know like what's most likely gonna happen to me.
I've been doing this for 12 years, and I've never been in this situation before.
Yeah.
So this exact situation, and
I mean,
each
like-
one is a little bit different,
So
but this
Okay.
exact
What
situation,
I will ask, not to intervene, is
Yeah.
your mom and dad are outside. They're gonna
So
take
they're
her
gonna
in.
bring me.
Is it possible, Miles, to cuff her at the vehicle?
Sure, where is it?
I'm
They're
not
outside.
gonna do anything.
I just don't want them to see her being cuffed. Are you okay?
Yeah, I
with
don't
that?
want them.
Okay. We'll just walk with you and then go from there. I would just ask, just don't really talk or anything to them at this point. We'll allow that later, okay? Just we get everything.
They can come in and.
Yeah, we'll work with you.
As the officers walk her to the squad car, Morgan can be heard crying, asking her father for help as he tries to figure out what even happened. Shortly after, Morgan's placed in cuffs and taken to the police station, where her brother Ethan is already in an interview room and gave a written statement to police before going over his account of what happened with detectives.
So you guys all kind of came home around the same time?
Yeah, but I never saw him.
Okay. Are they in their bedroom? Or
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure he's sleeping on the couch. But I'm not sure.
do you know why he's sleeping on the couch? Or
Just because they're arguing, I'm guessing.
okay. So they're arguing a lot then, or
I don't know. I think they're just breaking up or something. But they only argue like don't know when something goes wrong, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Do you know why they're breaking up? Or?
I don't think she feels like he's treating her like right.
Okay. Any issues with her thoughts on how he's treating the baby?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Have you ever seen their relationship get physical?
No.
Okay. Do anything to her physically, anything?
No.
So when they're arguing, they're just verbally arguing?
Yeah.
How often, since you've been there, has he been sleeping on the couch?
I say, I don't want to give it wrong time, but probably a month or so, something like that.
Okay. And that's like all the time he's been sleeping on the couch,
Yeah.
not just once here and there?
I don't know if he occasionally goes and sleeps in the room or something.
Okay.
Ethan tells the detective his sister has been suffering from postpartum depression since she had her child nearly a year ago.
And the baby's 11 months old?
Yeah, she's almost one.
Okay. So was she talking about that before the baby was born or while she was pregnant? Or?
I never really seen her when she was pregnant, but
Okay.
not that I know.
So after the baby was born, what was she talking about?
Just whenever we'd be hanging out or whatever, me, her, and her boyfriend, and like if she would get sad or something, she would bring it up, and I don't know, we just didn't know how to deal with it. We didn't know, if she's just saying this or what, but and she definitely started acting way different.
Can you kind of explain what that acting was, or?
So just like maybe her mood overall and how she's going about her day, and not being as active, and just really showing her emotions, I guess.
So, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, I'm just trying to figure out what you're saying. Like, is she kind of a flat effect, or is she really emotional, or what is it that you're seeing?
Just like she'll be crying out of the blue or something, or yelling, which is just stuff I've never seen.
Okay.
So that's stuff like that that's different from when we lived with my mom in high school and stuff. She wasn't like that.
Okay. So, kind of out of nowhere, she just started crying. Has she gone to the doctor a lot for her? Or?
I am not sure if she's ever gone to a doctor, but she's told me and my family members about it.
Okay. Did she talk about seeing images or things or anything?
I don't think so.
No.
Just today, she was saying she was seeing something. I'd heard her when I was in the spare bedroom after all the cops and stuff. I heard her talking to one of the cops saying she seen.
Okay.
But when I was on the phone, she was saying, I don't know what was going on. I didn't mean it. I think I was dreaming. Like I didn't have control. Just something along the lines of that.
Okay.
They don't want an attorney. They're just fluent, huh?
Have you seen or heard them talk about breaking up or what that status is? Or?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely breaking up. Like, I think their lease is up in, I want to say, June 1st maybe, and then both trying to get their own apartment, I think.
Okay, so they've basically broken up,
Yeah.
but they're together at that house because...
Yeah, it's like co-parenting right now or something.
Okay. And how long has that been going on? That they've basically broken up and decided they're going their separate ways?
I mean, it's hard to tell because they're so on and off, but I'd say definitely a solid month that they've been distant.
And while Ethan says he saw something in Morgan's hand when she attacked her boyfriend at the time, he couldn't narrow down what the weapon was, as he initially thought it was a butter knife. Ethan wraps up his interview telling police he was in shock that the incident happened, adding he's never seen that amount of blood before.
And I'm sure you've seen some blood in hockey, right?
Not that much, so.
No, probably not that much, but...
At this point, Morgan is now in a police interrogation herself, being read her Miranda rights. After the detective asks Morgan if she wants a lawyer present, unsure what to do, Morgan again asked the detective if she can call her father, who advises on the phone to hold tight.
And you're not yourself. You're not yourself. You didn't do this on purpose. You don't.
I did it on purpose.
Was he sleeping?
I don't know. I was like half asleep.
This is tough, man.
Were you having a dream?
Yeah, it was like I was having a dream and then I was like half awake out to the living room.
Yeah.
And then I woke up again and I was like half asleep. And I was like seeing things, but I was like, I don't know, there's like something in my head that like makes me not who I am.
Did your doctor give you any medicine?
No.
No. Can I come there as her? Like, she has a representative with her. Can I come there with her?
Sure, if you want.
The video then shows Morgan in the police interview room for about half an hour waiting for her father to arrive. Once he arrives, he explains to the officer while Morgan has been suffering from mental health issues and postpartum, nothing this violent had ever happened before.
How much do you know about what's happened this morning?
Not too much. My son called me a couple times. I didn't answer, and when I called him back, I think he was probably calling you guys and stuff. But he said she was like sleeping and she had a bad dream, or she said she didn't know where she was and stuff, and she didn't know what was going on. She's been having she's had postpartum depression since she had the baby, and my wife was a social worker for years and like program director and stuff, and she kept saying like she's having like mental health issues, and I would bounce around it with her, but I didn't want to like accuse her of having like mental problems and stuff, so I never pushed it far enough to like make her go get help. Okay. But as far as today goes, like Ethan said, and I saw her too, it was like it seemed like she wasn't even there. Like she's never like grabbed a weapon and done anything like that before. And she's just been like, I know she's been crying out of the blue, like she'll just start bawling for like nothing's going on, and she'll just start bawling. Like when I say she said weird things to me, she'll say weird things to me, and I don't say anything. I just let it go because I know she's having like mental issues, so I don't want to say the wrong thing.
What do you mean by weird things?
Just weird. Like she'll not just talking about or weird stuff. Like I don't know. Like I can't think of a specific example. Just like weird, not like weird crazy stuff, but like talking about stuff that we weren't talking about or something, and like it's just like she's different. She's way different. You know, I'm pissed at myself because we wanted her to get a good job and everything, and now she's like, now that this happened, I'm thinking, I told my wife, how stupid are we? Like we encouraged her to go work at the mental health facility because my wife was a program director there for a long time. Okay. And we thought it's a great job, it's a state job. I ran a prison for a living, so we're like, we know it's a good job. I never thought for 1 second about like the stuff that she was going to be reading and hearing about, and people she was going to be talking to when she's having her own issues already. It was stupid. I never even thought about that. But I can tell you right now, she's never grabbed a weapon and done anything. I was shocked when he called me. It doesn't make any sense. Or what happened, I don't exactly know what happened, but it doesn't make any sense. But I know I can tell you 100,000% she's been totally different since she had her baby, and she's never gotten any help for it.
The body cam video ends with the officer telling Morgan her father had gotten a hold of an attorney. She was ultimately arrested for the violent slashing and at the time charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide.
All right, guys, we're back. I'll tell you, that's a tough one to call. I mean, you hear the dad sitting there talking about the mental illness, that it was definitely there. There were signs of it. They all noticed it once she had the baby, that she was completely different and showing signs of her being 100% not like she used to be. Too bad they didn't give her the help. I mean, here she's working in a mental health facility, helping other people when she's the actual one that needs the help. So, I mean, come on, guys. Johnny Guns Investigates. We're on Saturday, December 30th. Hit the like, subscribe, and let's chat about this one together. What do you think? Is she pushing this mental illness thing to the fullest? Is she using it? to take him out of the picture so she doesn't have any custody issues for her child, because that's what it seems that she said, what her ex-boyfriend said she was saying when he asked for a towel. And then we have her brother Ethan in the other room, hearing fighting, a lot of ruckus, tumbling around and screaming. And then witnesses what you saw in the video of him coming out with the ex holding the wrist of his sister, and him thinking it was a butter knife that she had that he was stabbing the ex with, but it was a scissor 19 times. So guys, what do you think about this? What a story. I mean, is this a mental illness case? Does she really have a problem? Was she really seeing these shadow figures and saw a blob of a black figure over her ex and started stabbing it? In just a few hours prior to that, as Ethan, the brother, was stating to the law enforcement agents that they were in a major fight together, fighting, arguing as they went to bed, arguing constantly every day. And here it leads up to almost a murder. The ex-boyfriend is alive. So was she faking? You guys tell me. It's a hard one. Was she really pushing this one to the max to get rid of this guy? I think she planned on killing him. A lot of times you're getting stabbed 19 times. Did she plan it? And again, the mom and dad. The dad sitting there outside the jail telling the cops she had some problems. She was definitely having some issues. So the family knew. And then again, she and the boyfriend, Morgan London, the ex-boyfriend, have been broken up for 9 months. They're finishing out the lease that is up on June 1st. So he's been sleeping on the couch for almost 8 months, I think she said. The brother was saying, Ethan. The baby is 11 months old. So in that time, she had some postpartum depression and some mental health issues, it looks like, as far as some schizophrenia, illusions that she's seeing things, as far as some shadow figures, having dreams. And she's saying this has been happening a lot. This wasn't the first time. But the family members have never heard this before. They did see signs of her crying out of the blue, just all of a sudden, just saying things in the middle of a conversation, not being part of that conversation, just coming up with something else, just not acting herself. That's coming right out of the brother, Ethan, and her father's mouth, guys. So this is a tough deal. The ex-boyfriend got lucky. I mean, he's alive. He survived, thank God. So, guys, what do you think? Let's chat about this. Johnny Guns Investigates. Hit the like, subscribe, and let's chat, guys. This is right here to the heart on this one, because mental illness is a big thing. This world right now suffers with a lot of mental illness, especially since the pandemic. And now people having babies, postpartum depression, and then they have all that other illnesses that hits it all at once, and then it all comes together, and then look what happens. Bam. Or did she plan this to get rid of her ex so there's no custody issues? Let me know, guys. Johnny Guns Investigates, Saturday, December 30th. Tomorrow, New Year's Eve, guys. We're coming down to 2024. So everybody be safe tomorrow. Don't drink and drive. Plenty of Ubers, Lyfts, AAAs taking you home, towing your car, call a friend. Don't drink and drive, guys. And remember the one thing out there. Let's be safe out there, guys, okay? So thank you very much for listening. And don't forget, guys, hit the like, subscribe, and let's chat about this story, because this is a big one. Mental illness is a very big thing right now, guys. Have a great day. You guys enjoy.